Hey everyone, I'm back today with a reading readiness activity for all of you. Since we've been practicing reading a lot of stories together, I thought it would be fun if we practiced learning how to read some of these books on our own. For today's activity, we're going to be practicing looking for sight words and high frequency words in our books. Parents, if you don't know what these two words mean, it's okay. Sight words or high frequency words are used interchangeably. All it means is that these words are commonly used in text, and your child is asked to be able to memorize them and see them upon sight as opposed to sounding them out or decoding them in their reading. So for this activity, I think it'd be beneficial if parents and your children work together at least the first few times until they get the hang of it. But all you're going to do is you're going to find a book. Of course, I picked the pigeon book, but you're going to pick a book that has a lot of these types of words in it. And then you're going to take note cards, sticky notes, or pieces of paper, and you're just going to write some of the sight words that you hope to find in your story. Parents, little word of the wise, I would read through the book first to make sure that the words that you write on your paper are actually in the story, so your child doesn't get frustrated trying to find words that don't exist in that story. I'm going to post below a link that you can find the appropriate sight words or high frequency words for your child and in what grade level that they are in. Once you do that, I would lay the book out in front of you and your child, and you're going to start reading the story together. I would read the pages aloud with them the first time, and then place the sight words along the side of the book and ask them if they see any of the words that are on your note cards that match the words in the story. After they find the words that match, like A, you're going to ask them to use the sight word as a bookmark to mark the page that that sight word was found, and then you're going to continue on to the next. Once you finish finding all of your sight words and you place all the bookmarks back in the story, you can either stop there or you can go back and review what words that you found and talk about if you saw them in other places in the story, if you want to find these words in another story, whatever you think works best for you or your child. Okay, so I just chose 6 common sight words from the pre-kindergarten sight words list, but I'm going to post the links below so you can customize the sight words for your child. Okay, so it's time to start looking for our sight words. We have a, it, I, to, is, and me. So let's see if we see them in our book when I read along. Hi, I don't know if you've noticed, but the pigeon is filthy. So I could use your help because the pigeon needs a bath. Do we see any of our sight words on this page? I'll give you a minute to look. Good. A. So let's use our sight word A as a bookmark so we can come back to it later. Let's look for another one. What a kidder. I don't really need a bath. There's one more of our sight words on one of these 2 pages. Do you see it? Good job. I, for I don't really need a bath. I took one last month. I think it was last month. Do we see another one? I'll give you a hint. It's on this page. Good job. It. I'm going to scoot our book down so we can see it a little better. Clean, dirty, they're just words, right? Do you see any of our sight words on this page? No, let's keep reading. I feel clean. Maybe you need a bath. Do we see any of our 3 sight words on this page? No. Yeah, when was the last time you had a bath? Oh, that was pretty recently. Let's keep reading. Life is so short. Why waste it on unimportant things, like taking a bath? We do have a sight word on these pages. Which one do you see? Good job. Is. Life is so short. What smell? I don't smell anything. None on these pages. And if I do, it's a very normal smell for a pigeon. You know, in some places, it is impolite to bathe. There's one of our sight words on these pages. Which one do you see? Good job. to. It's impolite to bathe. We have one sight word left. Let's see if we can find it. All of these flies buzzing around me are purely coincidental. Do you see it? Good job. Me is our last sight word. You could keep reading and maybe even find some sight words of your own and practice writing them. But for now, we'll just use these sight words that we used. Thanks for reading with me.